first episode of my brand new TV show called All Things Love. This whole entire TV show is meant to help you learn how to fall back in love with every single area of your life. Why is that? The reason why I wanted to create this series is because I wanted you to be able to manifest more love, more money, and more success as quickly as possible back into your life. And one of the fastest way to do that is to really start falling in love with every single area of your life. It's one of those manifesting hacks where you can focus all the live long day on, trying to get your money, trying to get the love of your life, trying to get your health. But the fact of the matter is that when you are focusing on the lack of that thing, you're always unsatisfied, and therefore you're always going to attract situations and circumstances where you are going to continue to be unhappy with your life. So it is my mission with this show to give you some practical daily hacks that you can use in order to fall back in love with every area of your life. We're going to be covering all the areas, so this is just episode 1. And this episode I wanted to dedicate to, since it's the first one, to how to fall in love with loving yourself without feeling selfish. This is something that comes up a lot with my clients, and what I realized was that people who feel that taking care of yourself first is selfish are usually people who are natural givers, right? And when people are natural givers, they just naturally are, usually they're empaths, so you can sense and feel that like someone else's pain and you want to take that away. Maybe you were a healer in a past life, but that is just your natural tendency. You want to help others, which is amazing. The problem comes into play when we don't make our boundaries very clear and we end up expending most of our energy helping others, so that at the end of the day, we're not really taking enough care of ourselves. And then we become unhappy and despondent, and we don't have all the things that we actually want to be happy because we've already spent all of our energy taking care of other people first. I have 3 little tips for you today that you can use in order to get back into falling in love with taking care of yourself and not feeling selfish about it. I know that there is also this stigma where it's like, okay, well, I'm going to take a self-care day, or I'm going to do something for myself, and someone's like, oh, well, that's really selfish of you. The only people who are going to tell you that that's selfish are people who are actually benefiting from you not taking care of you. If they are truly your friends, if they're truly someone who loves you, they are going to totally understand that sometimes you need to take a day off, and that is totally okay. Tip number 1 for how to fall back in love with loving yourself without feeling selfish is to remember that you are a good human. Like I was stating before, when you are someone who is a natural giver, who naturally just shares love selflessly, doesn't really expect anything in return, remember that then taking care of yourself can't be selfish because you're a good human. And good humans do good things when they are feeling good, right? So when you're bestowed with abundance, when you're bestowed with miracles and time and energy, it only benefits others, because the more that you take care of yourself, the more that you get enough sleep, to eat the right foods, take time for yourself to de-stress, doing what you need to do to make sure that your love tank is full, you are going to do good things with all of that good energy that you spent on you. So it's not selfish, you're just really practicing good self-care. I mean, the word selfish in itself has the word self in it, but you're not absorbed by who you are. And I think that's the difference, right? You're just wanting to make sure that you have the energy in order to be able to help people to the best of your ability, because that's what you want to do in life, right? To help others. That leads me to tip number 2. So tip number 2 is to always remember that taking care of yourself first allows you to take better care of others. So again, this isn't selfish, greedy, or wrong. It's actually allowing you to help others better. Because when you're depleted, it's kind of like, if you think about it, let's pretend you're an Uber driver, right? And you love Ubering people around, you love getting them to your destination, their destination, you love engaging them in conversation, etc., etc., etc. But if your gas tank is literally on empty and you can't get to the gas station, eventually your car is going to run out of gas and you're not going to be able to drive people around, right? So this is literally just self-care and loving yourself and doing the things that it takes in order to care for yourself is just like putting gas in your tank, changing the oil, making sure that your car is vacuumed and that it smells nice so that when people get in for the ride, they're feeling happy and comfortable and safe, right? So how you would take care of your car if you were an Uber driver is the same way that you need to take care of your body, your health, your mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, making sure your energy's there. It is the exact same thing. Again, make sure to feed yourself good, healthy foods. Go for exercise, whatever kind of exercise you want. You can CrossFit your whole little heart out, or you can just go for a nice walk around the neighborhood with your dog. Again, it's all about taking care of you because, again, when your love tank is full, you have all the energy in the world to really help others the way that you want to and to be there for people the way that they enjoy you being there for them. Tip number 3 is the better that you take care of yourself, the better the things that you attract. What? Okay, so this is a little bit of a spiritual manifesting hack type thing, but here goes it. You get to decide what kind of things you attract into your life. So again, if you're constantly a giver, you might have a hard time receiving love, receiving gifts, receiving money, receiving the things that you actually want in life, receiving true love, right? When we deny ourselves our own desires, our own dreams, our own wishes, things that would really like, oh man, if I could only have that thing, that would be so amazing. And we deny ourselves of that, we are depleting ourselves of that chance of getting what we truly desire. So if you're one of those people that's like, I'm such a giver, I work really hard at my job, I don't understand why I'm not recognized enough, etc., etc., this might be a perfect time to really start taking better care of your mental, emotional, and physical, spiritual health. Because again, when you make sure that your love tank is full, you can radiate out much stronger an energetic frequency of attracting the things that you desire. More money, more love, more health, more abundance, more of all the things. So in essence, in short, taking care of you helps you manifest better because you become a stronger magnet for the things that you truly desire, even if that is helping people in a larger scale, right? Let's dispel the fact that self-care is selfish. It is not selfish. It is something that is necessary in order for you to align with your true self, to be able to have the energy to take care of others, and also to be able to, again, attract you so you can become more of a magnet for the resources that you desire in order to be able to help people on a larger, grander scale. The world needs your gifts. We need that special thing that you have. We need you at the top of your game so that you can go out into the world and do the healing and do the things that your soul was called here on this planet to do. You're going to have to ask yourself, with pro football players or pro baseball players, any pro athlete, right? Why do they get the best kind of nutrition, the best therapists and doctors and, all of the things that they need? It's because they need to be at their optimum level in order to play those games and win. So the same goes for you. Just because you're not a pro athlete doesn't mean that you don't deserve those things also. It's a total myth that society has created. Just because they're playing basketball and you want to be a healer or you want to do nonprofit work, or you just want to like provide for your family, that doesn't make you any less than in order to like less than or less worthy to receive the things that you want. You are just as equally worthy and deserving of all of that success and wealth and happiness and love as that pro athlete, right? So that is my message to you today for this episode, is take some time to do a little bit more self-care. Because again, loving yourself, taking time to do the things that you need to do in order to fill your tank, it just makes you a happier person. And when you're happier, then that happiness is going to be naturally spread to the people that you interact with, and you're going to do a better job. You're going to naturally you're going to naturally influence people more. You're going to set the example. You're going to raise the vibration of the planet, do your good deeds, inspire others, and just really being able to pay it forward and change the planet for the better. Even if you're not in the spiritual woo-woo world, this is really important because you matter. That's the whole point. You matter. We need you in this world. You were put here for a reason. You have gifts that the world needs, and the only way to get them out there is to really start loving yourself, who you are, what you do, and how you are able to give that into the world. And you can't get that stuff out there into the world if you don't take care of yourself first. Because nobody, and I mean this with all the love in the world, nobody is going to love you or know how to take better care of yourself than you. And I know that sounds kind of crazy because you're like, yeah, well, if I had a personal chef and a cook and $5 million to have all these assistants, then like my life would be better. But they're still not the ones taking care of you. You're telling them how to take care of you, right? Which means you ultimately know what you need. You just have to learn how to tune in, really ask yourself, hey, what do I really need in this moment? And then honor those requests. Your body will always tell you. If you're tired, take a nap. If you need more protein, eat more protein. If you need to go and jump around to get your blood pumping and really being able to like exercise your heart more, then go and do that, right? If you need to hug more often, right? If you need some more loving, then yes, go get that, okay? It's not selfish, greedy, or wrong to fulfill those desires. You are worthy and deserving of having all of that and more, and to, of course, fall in love with every area of your life, because success always starts by saying yes to you. The moment that you say yes to your desires, yes to yourself, yes to what you truly want, that is when the heavens part, the miracles start to shower down, and you start really manifesting everything that you desire and more. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was helpful and inspiring. Please click the like button below. Hit the subscribe button so that you'll know when each new episode drops. And drop a comment below and tell me what is one thing that you can do in order to love yourself more in a way that doesn't feel selfish. I totally look forward to hearing from you, and I can't wait to see what you are going to do in order to love you. I love you so much, and I will see you all in the next episode. Mwah.